TMG.
Welcome to episode 29 of the two-man game.
Let's get it. TMG.
We're back again. I've got a special episode in today.
Do you?
Special guest.
Very
Iman,
special.
do you want to introduce yourself?
Come on, my name is E, man. So yeah, here still.
You're gonna impact us with some knowledge today.
Paul. Tell us about yourself.
You know, it's like an interview.
Oh, see,
innit?
man's a gooner, innit? He's a gooner.
So many gunners.
Yeah, man.
It's the nature of the time, innit? Why Arsenal? Why Arsenal fan?
Well, why did I pick Arsenal?
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, Thierry Henry, innit?
Henry, man, legendary guy,
Yeah,
fam.
man. Sold us a dream, though, but it is what it is, fam.
Henry, man. What a guy, man. Better than R9.
Huh?
Better than R9. Just trying to get a reaction out of someone there.
He spews rubbish time after time.
But it's better than R9.
Oh, you're
Did you
R9,
see?
man.
Of course he's an R9, man. He loves R9.
Arnold's a great player on me. That goes without saying, but you know.
I think we talk about Ronaldo. So, fat Ronaldo, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's better than Henry still.
But this guy tries to force
Nah, I think he is as well.
Henry agenda for some stupid reason.
He's probably my favourite striker still.
Henry looks
R9.
up to R9.
Why do people look up to R9? What was it about
Man, it's
R9?
fake, fam. Man,
It's a shame that injuries robbed him, man.
The injuries robbed him of
And that's why he can't be on better than Henry. That's it.
injuries robbed him of obtaining the Messi Ronaldo level, but and all them guys there.
Yeah.
But this,
Special level, where Messi and Ronaldo's at. Obviously, there's only a couple guys that can get there. Mbappe, maybe. Haaland.
I think Haaland will get the goals, the numbers potentially. The style of play, I think, will go against him.
Yeah.
If you get the numbers now, it's a numbers game now. That's why Ronaldo's still in the discussion. It's just a purely numbers
It
game.
depends. I mean, if Haaland manages to get these numbers in the in the aspiration and in the journey into winning trophies like Ballon d'Ors and titles, if that all comes together, then fair enough. He might change the paradigm of what's seen as being one of the greatest players of all time or the greatest players of all time. But the other guys, they have the style as well, the quality, the skill, the tech. I'm not saying Haaland is not techy, but he's not tech to that level. There's levels to this,
He's like 6'5" and he moves like he's like 5'7".
He's more robotic with him. But obviously gets the job done. But
More advanced Harry Kane. That's what I would say.
More advanced Harry Kane.
Yeah.
could look at it that way. I mean,
So more advanced Harry Kane.
maybe.
Well, we have to give you the initiation, the two-man game initiation.
TMG.
So you ready for the quick fire questions?
It
Just get you into the flow. Get you into the flow of the two-man game, what we're about. Okay, first question. Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
City or Liverpool?
City, then again, man.
Mayweather or Ali?
Ali.
Fury or AJ?
Yeah, this is
I'm just going to say AJ just because I'm Nigerian. But I like the way Fury fights.
Yeah. Fury's a clean fighter. Lakers or Clippers?
Lakers.
Even now, without LeBron?
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Give him a month, he'll be back.
Zion or Luka?
Who?
Zion or Luka?
No, Luka.
That's it. No, we don't even mess around with that. What's your favourite sport?
What's my favourite sport? It's between basketball and football,
Ah,
I like watching football more, but if you talk about playing, I say basketball still.
you like playing basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, football these days, to play it, it's tough, man. It's
tough,
getting old,
bro.
fam.
Because you guys ain't fit.
It's the bones. The bones, fam. I'm not physical condition is not the same,
Bro.
innit? I don't feel like I can run around like a young kid anymore. But, you know it is five-a-side and all of that.
I stopped playing basketball. I stopped playing football like when I was in year 9.
Yeah,
You start
you start
yeah,
early. You're early in the
early,
process.
bro.
The thing, I still play basketball now. Basketball's it's a calm sport to play.
Yeah,
You don't need to do too much.
Too much,
You
yeah.
just need a hoop. Guys will come through and
Yeah.
help. So what do you want to start the pod off today?
I mean, there's a lot to dissect. I mean, the agenda's jam-packed, it's stacked. We want to start off with, obviously, the Champions League and the Europa League. We're now on the business end of the competition, the quarterfinals.
Coming to the end, fam.
So,
Small.
obviously the teams that are, let's start off obviously with the number one, the creme de la creme, the Champions League. The Champions League draw as of last week, Friday, I believe. So we've got Liverpool and Madrid. We've got Chelsea and FC Porto. We've got City versus Dortmund, and we've got Bayern Munich versus PSG, the final repeat. Which game, what stands out to you the most? What's the standout fixture out of those 4 games?
Obviously, it's the Bayern PSG game.
Yeah,
It's the standout fixture because I mean, so much rise for PSG, innit? Especially with the guys that got Neymar and Mbappe. They both haven't even signed new contracts. And like last year, they had a big chance to even beat Bayern. Both played poorly in that final.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mbappe missed a chance. Neymar just seemed like he was just giving the ball away all the time. And I think Bayern are a bit vulnerable. I haven't been so impressed with how they played. But at the end of the day, this is how they were last year as well. So I'm not sure, but maybe PSG can do it.
You think?
Maybe. PSG got match winners. You can never count them out.
Yeah, you can't rule them out still.
I don't know, man. I think Bayern, 2 games, I think Bayern.
Bayern over 2 games. The thing is, Bayern don't have their centre backs. I think Boateng's injured, and they're playing Saul, and so it's Alaba. And Saul's a bit of a weak link to me against the pace of Mbappe. I can see that the midfield ain't as strong without Thiago as before.
You don't like Kimmich and what's his face?
Obviously, they're very clean and efficient, but I'm just saying it's not as strong.
Who's the other guy? Kimmich and
Busquets.
Is it Busquets?
Goretzka.
Goretzka.
And who else? Who's it? They normally play with a
I
three.
think with Muller as a cam.
Muller as the cam. Yeah, I think they can get got out. I think if Verratti's fit, which is a big... Obviously, Verratti's always a question mark. I don't know what's happened with his fitness, man.
Did he miss most of the final last year?
Yeah.
See, Verratti is a linchpin. It's a key part for PSG. If you can get Verratti, Mbappe and Neymar on a pitch at the same time, PSG have a real chance. But it's always, especially Neymar and Verratti, that one of them's always missing or one of them's not match fit, you know what I mean? And PSG, they have a lot of players, but they don't have high level replacements for those guys. Like some teams like Bayern, Man City, like we see Man City without De Bruyne, when De Bruyne's missing, they're still able to perform. Aguero's not been playing for the whole season, they're still able to perform.
It's true.
Bayern, Sane's out, you got Koeman, you got Gnabry, Boateng's out, you got Sula, you got Alaba, you got Pavard, you've got Hernandez, you've got all these guys that can fill in. If Neymar's out, it's kind of peak. I mean, this is the first time they actually won or played really well without Neymar against Barcelona, but obviously Barcelona are a shell of their former selves. So,
Well, with PSG, they're not. Fam, I just recently checked, like last week. I didn't clock that Lille were. I think Lille were first.
I think PSG are top now, innit?
When I saw that, I was like, they're first.
They this weekend Lille slipped up.
Lille slipped up.
When I saw that, I was like, right, what's happening with PSG, fam?
Smacked up. What's his name? Leon.
It's because I think the PSG missed Neymar in the league. If you watch their league game, Mbappe's a bit inconsistent. Like, some people are just big stage players. I think that's basically it. Mbappe on the big stage, he loves it. But week in, week out, he's like a so-so performance kind of guy.
That's why I said before, and I believe was the last episode about the league he's in. I mean, I think, like you said...
Do you think it makes him complacent sometimes?
It could do. I mean, the French league, going by what Josh is saying, even though he performed last week against Lyon, but... Mbappe's been at the World Cup final. He's been a World Cup winner. He's been at the highest level of the game.
He's like...
All he really needs to achieve the Champions League.
Champions League is true. So he's completed his career.
The Farmers League, they've been calling it, even though that's a bit of an overstatement. He's won it how many times? I believe he won it with Monaco. He's won, I think, at least 2 PSG. So he's probably...
I would say that I would say if you were to compare leagues, the French league is actually above the Italian league.
Oh.
The Italian league has been poor. Like, they don't even have a guy. They don't even have a team in the quarterfinals. Even last year, Lyon even made a run. Lyon were in the semi-finals. So the French league had better performances than the Italian league. So
it's true.
So you can actually say that it's not that much of a farmers league as that much.
I think it's because the Italian league has a lot of teams that have a lot of heritage. That's why people will miss that point. AC Milan, Inter Milan, Roma, Juventus, Lazio. I mean, they have so many teams. Because obviously, when we were growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, the Italian league was the league.
It was the league, yeah.
So it'll take a while for people to actually just
get out of that.
Get out of that mindset.
It's true.
You can. Yeah, I totally agree. Because even look at Juventus's performances. They haven't made it out of the last 16 3 years in a row, man.
I think they got 2 last 16 exits and 1 quarter final exit.
When was the last time an Italian team was in the Champions League final?
It was Juventus, probably like 15, 16 or 17, 18.
15, 16.
Or it might have been 16, 17 because they played Real Madrid, I swear, after they lost.
When they played Real Madrid,
Was it the 4-1 that's the Ronaldo's best Champions League performance?
It was 4-1,
it was that one. I think it was that one. Yeah, it was that one, yeah. With Buffon's last
I think it was Buffon's. Yeah. And the funny thing is, Buffon was telling me that he was going to retire. He's still local, fam. He's still local.
Yeah, he wants to win that Champions League. I mean, you got a lot of guys.
How's he going to win it? Now,
He's out, but you got a lot of guys that told me Casillas is the great goalkeeper to Buffon because they just point to his Champions League.
Casillas?
A lot of guys told me that.
Casillas, they got dropped. And then they put Keylor Navas in. Casillas got his Spain legacy.
The guy, bro.
Casillas' Spain legacy is immense.
But don't get it twisted. Casillas was serious, though.
He was serious.
It was serious,
bro. When I used to watch Real Madrid
2010s.
TV days, fam, he
was serious from like the whole 2000s to early 10s.
Yeah, to maybe 2010-ish.
He dropped off about 2012.
Yeah, that's when he started to fall off, yeah.
But yeah, there's guys that will tell you that Casillas is the great goalkeeper all time. Then Buffon, and a lot of them, like the trophy band, and they'll point to the Champions League titles.
Buffon has a World Cup.
He has a World Cup, yeah.
So Casillas has a World Cup.
Casillas got, He's got Euros as well.
He's got Euros as well.
Buffon don't have Euros.
Buffon doesn't have Euros.
Buffon don't have Euros, but Casillas has got like, 3-4 Champions Leagues. Buffon's got 0.
But some of the Champions League that Casillas has, he wasn't.
Nah, he was.
He wasn't a goalkeeper.
Was he not the keeper when Zidane won it? The volley.
I think he came.
He was young, bro.
No. Keylor Navas was the keeper.
No.
The one Zidane.
Oh,
2001,
yeah.
I think he came in. He wasn't the keeper. He wasn't keeper the whole team, but I think he played the final. Or played most of the final.
He's been about for a time.
Casillas been around for a time. Then, yeah.
Yeah, Buffon's been around for time since. They've both been around since like the late 90s.
So if you were to say the best keeper of the last 20 years, then
them two.
It's between those two, isn't it? You wouldn't really have a debate about anyone.
It's between those two and Neuer. I'll still put Neuer.
Neuer's up there.
No, but Neuer's peak wasn't that as long.
No, Neuer's peak wasn't as. I mean, he's kind of brought it back a bit recently, but Neuer's peak it might have been as the highest, the actual highest of all of them.
Neuer's influence on goalkeeping changed a lot.
Yeah,
he had the most influence, but I wouldn't say he was as stable as those guys at the top. Because Neuer started to make a lot of mistakes at one point.
Style of playing, I guess. I mean.
Got injured as well.
Yeah, it's part of the course. I mean, remember when we had Big I up here, maybe early days, he said Neuer's the best goalkeeper of all time. And he's a goalkeeper as well.
Hey, Neuer's peak was mad because I remember when I was around that time when I was watching Neuer, I was like, how did guys even score past this stuff?
Yeah, like Neuer was scary.
He was just massive.
That's how you kind of rolled back the years when he had that performance against PSG.
Yeah, he was making those saves, man. He really intimidated those attackers, man.
He's dominant. Obviously, Oliver Kahn's up there as well.
Ooh, Oliver Kahn, yeah.
Germany had bad good goalkeepers at that time.
Yeah, if Germany won 2022 World Cup, he might have won Ballon d'Or that year. I think he was second to Ronaldo that year in Ballon d'Or.
Hey, anyway, my guy Lehmann's better than him.
Lehmann. I mean, 2006, Lehmann was good on 2. He got sent off in that final against Barcelona.
Well, it is what it is.
Even though the ref should have played on, but
They should have played on, let them have the goal, and then we could have.
Maybe.
We could have seen it, but I still blame Henry. Henry gets away with that fight. The chances it was missing.
Yeah, man.
And you still have the nerve to say Henry's greater than Ronaldo.
He's missing better chances.
He's never scored a goal in a final. He's a bottler in the finals.
It's a conspiracy, man.
It's not a conspiracy. Numbers
still scored one of the greatest goals of my lifetime in the Bernabeu. Do you see the way he ran away? Just chopped Ramos.
Yeah, great goal.
That goal was in my mind.
That was quarterfinals, though. When it comes to the finals, he ain't doing that.
Well, no, that was semis, bro.
Was it semis?
It was against Real Madrid.
The semis was Villarreal.
I think that was that.
Around the
semi,
16.
bro. It was semi.
110%. It was.
Villarreal was the semis.
Villarreal semis.
I swear Real Madrid was the semis.
No, Villarreal was semis.
I think it was last 16.
You can check it. It's either quarterfinals or round of 16. I think it might be round of 16. Because
I'm trying to see the
Real
run.
Madrid, the one where he done the second leg. Nah, where he was running.
I think it might be cause. Let me think about it. I think we faced Juve. Did we face Juve that year?
I think
we had Juve.
We had Juve, Real Madrid, and Villarreal, then Barca. I can't remember which one it was.
That's a mad run to the final. Not conceded a goal as well.
Still not win.
He's either round 16 or quarterfinals, but yeah, I mean those games he's fantastic. But the finals, he's been like 9 final games, something like 0 goals. That's how people like try to say Drogba's better than Henry.
Hey, no, if Drogba's better than me, then Eto'o is the best striker. Then Eto'o is the best striker that I've seen in my life.
Eto'o's a guy.
Guys talk about the Drogba, but they don't ever mention Eto'o. Eto'o's better than Drogba.
Yeah, 100%.
Because obviously Drogba had his primaries in the Prem. Eto'o had his primaries in Spain and a bit Italy.
Eto'o won back-to-back troubles.
Yeah, but that's why they don't compare. That's why they don't compare Eto'o to Henry, because Henry and Drogba were played in the same division. Eto'o wasn't really played in the same division with those guys. Obviously,
they're strikers though.
Obviously, Eto'o Henry is a better debate. That's a real debate.
Henry, yeah.
You can have a real debate on that one because Eto'o has the clutchness, he has the goals, he has the style. Maybe not as stylish and complete as Henry. Obviously not, but he does have the goals.
I want to just say this because guys compare Drogba. I've heard guys compare Drogba to Henry, But then I've heard guys compare Vardy to Drogba. So I just want to understand, like, how does this... What, are you telling me Vardy's better than me then? Because the link, that conversation doesn't make sense. So I've never heard anyone utter Vardy's better than Henry. But I've heard Don say Vardy's better than Drogba. I've actually heard Don say that. And you know people...
But maybe, the thing with Drogba, maybe it's because his goal per appearance ratio is not that great.
It wasn't that great. Yeah.
Drogba's goal.
It's not that great.
It's not that great. I mean, he had seasons where he scored like 5 or something goals, and like that. But I'm not a statistician. I'm a watcher of football.
Watcher, yeah. When you watch him,
yeah, then don't bring that Drogba the Henry debate here. Then
I mean, obviously Henry's great for me. The only leg you have to stand on is the clutchness.
Yeah,
but the clutchness is not enough to carry you through what Henry was doing as an overall package on a consistent basis. But Eto'o, like I said, he has the overall package, has a clutchness. His overall package is not as good as Henry's, but he does have the clutchness. And he has the trophies and stuff. The only thing he doesn't have is international, but obviously he was playing for Cameroon. You can't really,
yeah.
But I think he might win at AFCON, I'm not sure, but...
He did. No.
Yeah, Cameroon won the AFCON. Did he play though?
Was it the 20...
It's recently though.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he won one.
Did you know?
But flipping
20.
That's a. If out of the strikers of that era, that is the best debate to have. Well, obviously, if you cast Ronaldo's the era, then yeah. But
Eto'o did win because he was at the Confederation Cup one year. He scored a bang against Brazil.
Fair enough. I mean, like Ronaldo, Henry, not really debate for me. But Eto'o, Henry is the better debate to be had, in my opinion.
Henry's still probably better.
Yeah, Henry, I'll probably edge it to Henry, but I can make a serious argument for Eto'o.
Everyone can make a Eto'o argument. It's kind of strong. It's very strong.
It's very strong.
It's very strong. Very strong. Well, I don't even want to have that argument because I haven't come with stats. I'm not ready for that. But you know, when you're talking about those games, there's another game that stands out for me. Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Oh yeah,
2 teams looking that have been a bit shaky.
Revenge, another repeat of the final.
A final, and I really do believe that Liverpool can win that game.
You know what? I heard that was funny. Do you know what Liverpool called Ramos?
What
They called him a wrestler.
They're still on to him about the wrestler. They're still on about the Salah thing.
Stone Cold Sergio. Still a wrestler.
They're still on to him about the Salah. Salah will spin him though.
They called him a wrestler. I never go over it. But one thing, like Liverpool, they're crybabies. They're fans, they're just crybabies.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're whiners. To be honest, like most people I know, they don't really like Liverpool. I don't really have a problem with them. But one thing I would say that's annoying about them, they're just always complaining and whining.
The media on their side as well.
Media on their side.
Yeah. Media loves them.
Because they're all their ex-players in the media, you know what I mean?
So many. Liverpool, man. But I know I think they can do a job against Madrid because...
That'd be a great time.
Because Real Madrid just look... They look
a bit shaky.
They look
shaky.
Liverpool?
If Real Madrid look shaky, what Liverpool looking?
Well, but they're both shaky. But I just trust Salah and Mane and them, man.
What about Big Benzi?
Hey, Benzi's just one man.
It's only Benzema.
Yeah.
Benzema. What about the midfield though? Cruz, Modric, Casemiro.
I don't think they can keep up. Hey, Liverpool's midfield, the physicality, the movement is too much for them.
Those guys control the game.
Nah, it's too much. They press. They play right into Liverpool's hands. Teams that try and do the control the ball against them, they struggle.
They don't overplay Real Madrid. Like for example, how Barca overplay. They control the midfield, but they don't overplay. Like just have the ball, have position for position's sake.
What matters is where does Fabinho play. If Fabinho plays centre back, they lose. If Fabinho plays in centre mid,
remember there's no Virgil van Dijk or Joe Gomez.
Well, they've been playing like
Benzema's got a fist.
Well, they played Kabak and someone else centre back recently. I think they played Kabak and that Phillips guy centre back from time to time.
Matt Phillips.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, but Fabinho has to play in midfield for me. If Fabinho plays in midfield, they can win.
Yeah, I'm not saying Liverpool can't win, but I'll bet a great time. I mean,
Ronaldo and Fabinho, they're gonna run them, man. They run Modric and Cruz. They'll run them around.
Asensio should still be balling. Vinicius, he's a bit home cold.
But Madrid struggle against teams that are physical. In fact, Spanish teams in general just struggle against PMP teams, innit? Right now.
We'll see. It'll be a great time. I mean,
should be,
yeah.
Anyway. The other 2 ties, City going to put Dortmund to the sword. Dortmund can't defend. They can't defend.
The standout moment or part of that game for me potentially is Haaland might be rehearsing for his future employers.
The thing is with Haaland, if Dortmund don't qualify for Champions League, Haaland leaves because
if they don't qualify,
they're struggling
that's what I've heard.
Where they in the game?
They're 5th.
I know they're dropping a lot of points. I haven't really checked the league table, but I always get notifications they're dropping a lot of points.
Yeah, they're 5th. So if they don't get Champions League, he's definitely leaving this summer because he's got the obsession with the Champions League. 20 goals. What? 20 goals? What's it? 20 goals in 14 games
20
or
goals.
something like
Got more
that.
goals than
And he's always like, and he cares about that. Like he does care.
it's his career, innit?
He's got more goals than Zidane in Champions League, then Ronaldinho, then Ronaldo, then Totti, and also Lukaku. I don't know why they put his name there, but you know,
stats,
He's got more than Hazard.
Hazard's Champions League career is awful.
Still one of the greatest players of my time. Greatest Premier League player of the last decade.
I don't know about that, but you know,
No comment. Huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. It's not. Don't know. He's the best.
Maybe we'll have to see. I mean, I like Hazard, but it's very sad what's happened with him at Real Madrid.
It's injuries.
Yeah,
It's injuries.
man. Injuries, fam.
It's injuries.
My guys at uni, they get onto me because I give him the credit he deserves, and they heavily criticize him.
What credit do you give him?
I say he's a very very
He's
good
the best Premier League player of the last 10 years.
player. What about Aguero?
He's better than Aguero.
Who?
For the last 10 years. Aguero was very injury prone when his time in.
What about David Silva?
I think Hazard's better than him.
What about Kevin De Bruyne?
Hazard's better than him.
Kevin De Bruyne?
I wanna say
Hazard has better. If you look at Hazard's big moments,
Are
his
you
big moments.
just purely talking Premier League?
Premier League, just Premier League football, not overall whatever they did.
I still say Aguero.
Aguero, I mean,
Fam, have you seen the games that Hazard single-handedly won for Chelsea?
the thing
in
about
that
Hazard, that's why people criticize him, is because when you look at the numbers that everyone does these days, the numbers
He's not a numbers man.
ain't.
The numbers ain't great.
He's not a numbers man. He's never been a numbers man.
That's the thing, but these days, everyone's a statistician, they're an accountant, they just look at the numbers. I mean, you look at the numbers.
We need to stop that. We need to stop looking at just purely numbers.
Some of those numbers, well, it's highlights and numbers. Hazard's highlights are good, like they look nice, but when they're looking for goals and assists,
When I see Hazard on the ball, it's incision. When Hazard is there, maybe it's the second pass. It's not always the assist. It's always the key pass. He's maybe the key run. Is the key dribble. Hazard's always around.
the only time Hazard really put up numbers was his last season, I believe.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Yeah, because you paid an attacking system, to be fair, but people they don't look into
He's
that.
always played in a defensive system. He's always had to track back. He's always had to do this, and he's always been the main attacking outlet for the teams he's played, for the Chelsea teams he played with. Like Chelsea didn't really play any type of attacking
I just
football.
wish I saw Hazard in his prime with a team like City playing that, progressive style, attacking football, free flowing.
He's not pressing the ball though.
Huh?
He's not
I
pressing.
reckon he'll press. I think it's easy to press when your team's going to dominate the ball.
Yeah, true.
Like Pep for the most part will get.
But
you
remember
press.
his last World Cup?
Yeah,
Hazard was good.
it was really good. Yeah,
He's very good. Better than Neymar.
yeah. Neymar was.
Hazard was
unballing.
probably ugly the player of the tournament, I'd say.
Yeah, it was still my stretching Mbappe, but he was a good third. I mean, you have to get to that final.
Modric was better than Hazard at that World Cup.
Yeah.
But I heard you say Griezmann. You told me in confidence that Griezmann was the best France player.
No, I said you could make an argument for him. Stop trying to put words in my mouth. You can make an argument for me. It was very pivotal to what France did in that
Set
World Cup.
pieces.
They won games through the set pieces. It was match winning. Like if you put
Football's a joke, man.
if you put balls into the
Beckham
box,
is England's best player.
I mean, if it was leading to goals and winning games, then yeah, you could make that argument. But that wasn't the case for England. But that was the case for Griezmann.
If that's what you want to say, anyway.